In this DVD we join the Northwest Warbirds group for the opening 2012 gathering of Warbirds at Sleap Airfield, Shrewsbury. Rain during the night has left the runway wet and dust free, perfect conditions. By 9:30 the sun had broken through the cloud and mist, allowing the flying to get underway. For the next 6 hours this part of the sky in North Shropshire is going to be very busy. We will see large twin-engine bombers and state-of-the-art piston fighters from the latter part of the war. As the Stuka flies by, the P-47 Thunderbolts make their way into the sky. Seems to be a very popular choice amongst the pilots here, the Thunderbolt, which they affectionately refer to as the Jug. The more graceful and sleek machines, the Messerschmitts, the Spitfires and the Mustangs, are not out in force today. Next, a diving Stuka with siren. That really was a showstopper. The high-pitched scream hasn't quite come through onto the DVD, but for those standing on the ground it was ear-piercing. He was unable to do his 1,000-foot dive straight down due to the height restrictions of 400 feet on this particular airfield. Maybe next time. With signs of the overnight rain still on the runway, the Heinkel 111 makes its way stately back for refuelling.
Alright, landing.
The Hellcat comes in for its landing. This one is a true masterpiece and is worth a very close look. Even the cockpit is fully detailed. Unusually, is finished in British Mediterranean colours of about 1944. There were a number of models here today that fit the super scale description, and it is very nice to see them. With their emblem of the rising sun, 3 Japanese machines were represented, 2 vowels and a 0. The Tiger Cat. This one is a little special and will fly a solo slot. Finished in the colours of the US Marine Corps, this Tiger Cat is electrically powered, and it has an onboard sound system to replicate the sound of its Pratt & Whitney double Wasp 2000 horsepower plus engines. In the sky, the Tiger Cat has some very jet-like design features, as well as a tremendous turn of speed.
50 seconds, George.
The camera has not picked up the sound as good as what the human ear does, but you can distinctly hear it. With the Tiger Cat F7 safely down, the big Heinkel twin takes off again and puts its wheels away. As the Sea Fury waits for the starter, we'll take a walk through the pits area to have a look at some of the parked machines. Very nice Thunderbolt in front of us and a triplane from the First World War. there was 40 plus aircraft in the pits. I have a soft spot for this particular SE5, finished in the colours of the American 13th Pursuit Squadron in 1918. This particular aircraft was known as the Hatchet Man. Lieutenant Rolston became an ace in this aircraft in the closing months of the Great War. The Fokker triplane, immortalised by the Red Baron, von Richthofen. The crosswind throughout the day means that the landing and takeoff direction is constantly changing. The P-40 Warhawk, running rich, has elected to go for the Welsh Mountains, which earlier in the morning was capped in snow. You don't say that very often. The Hellcat, finished in the three-tone blue Pacific colours, chooses a crosswind landing. Not all military aircraft were armed to the teeth, such as this Cub was used for close observation work. This one, the Miles Messenger M38, was also an unarmed communications and liaisons machine. This is a superb model, and it's finished here as we see it in the colours of Field Marshal Bernard Montgomery. This big model is always superbly flown. Here we see it taking off crosswind, and the big rudder's holding it just the tiniest little twitch. They're holding it perfect, and it lifts off absolutely realistically. Brilliant. Adjacent to the control tower here at Sleap is a museum with a lot of locally dug up artefacts, and it's worth a visit. Also, built into the tower is a cafe where you can sit and watch and enjoy the flying and enjoy a good dinner. As the Miles Messenger clears the runway and parks up, the big Heinkel approaches from over the hangars here at Sleap for the final landing of the day. It's been a good day. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. I'll see you at the next one. Goodbye.
I feel a sense of adventure when I see that sparkle in your eyes. I've nothing to lose, so I must venture.